Hello everyone, I am Vandana Shukla, Master Trainer of IELTS. In today's video, I am going to cover up reading. Reading has various types of question, but today we are going to discuss about one particular type of a question, and that is called matching headings. How do we do it? If you look at the screen, you can see, okay, how does this question looks like? But now let's also discuss how do we solve it. Okay, there are two important ways that I'll tell you, and they are easy. They will not for sure confuse you. Most of the times, student actually match it wrong because they are not able to find which is the exact heading that should match with a particular paragraph. So these two ways are tried, tested, experimented, and easy to follow. The first one is elimination. This is called elimination. What we should actually do in this, if you remember or if you look at the screen, you get a passage, and that passage is actually 2 pages long. It's quite long passage, but in this passage you have paragraphs listed like A, B, C, D, and so on. Whereas when you look at the matching heading questions, this is a box, and you will have headings like written like this, and there are headings. First thing, you should know that matching heading, it's not important that you should always read paragraph A first. You can read any paragraph and match the heading later on. So what we are going to do, the first thing, just to make it simple, what you should do is look at all the paragraphs, okay? See the paragraph which has the shortest length. Example, if A is this much long, my C is only this much. I would suggest you that try to begin with C because it's the shortest paragraph. It won't take much of your energy and you will not drain your energy. So do C first. So as you read C, try to catch the words that are in the C. Example, let's take for example, you find the words here: business, money, could be finance, or could be funds. Example, okay, I'm just taking an example. So you have these words in this paragraph just to take out the gist of the paragraph. Now how do we use this elimination technique? You go to the headings and read each heading and see that if any of the headings have the similar words or no. Okay, so imagine that you're reading this and you find, okay, there is no such words like this or nothing mentioned about money, finance, or anything about profits, a related term. You eliminate this heading, then go to the next heading, try to find those similar terms, you eliminate this, then go to the next heading and you find the word which is concerning like generation of funds. So you see, okay, it's similar. And that's what we work on, the elimination technique. You're going to eliminate the headings that are not talking about what the paragraph was mentioning. And by elimination, you're reducing your chances of error. So once you reduce your chances of error, you get to the right heading. We will actually solve it. Stick with the same video because once I complete telling you the techniques, I'll be actually showing you through the slides how we can work practically on this technique. Okay, now the next technique is actually for all those people, those who while attempting their reading, they run short of time. They have only 10 minutes or they have 15 minutes, or they don't want to take up so much of information into it. Sometimes we don't understand what the paragraph is talking about also. So for any students who are actually a bit weak, or I would say who find a real problem with reading, the next technique is for all of you. Now the second way of solving is, okay, this is called read first few top and few below lines. So what does this mean? Let's take an example that this is your paragraph, okay, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines and it ends over here. So what you should do is, like, instead of reading the entire paragraph, you're running short of time. Let's imagine that scenario. So instead of reading the entire paragraph, you can read the first few lines and the last few lines. Okay. Once you read the first few and the last few lines, and this is your again headings box and so on. So when you go to the headings box, try to take out the gist from here. And you need to actually question yourself, talk to yourself in the reading, question yourself, talk to yourself, discuss with yourself. Okay, when I read these first two lines and last two lines, so what it is talking about? Is it talking about customers? I'm just taking random examples. Okay, is it talking about sources of income? Maybe it is talking about some ecosystem. You need to question yourself that what these first two and last two lines are talking about, and then come to the related matching heading. But again, here also you will still work on the elimination method, because you will read one heading one by one, and then only you will be able to match the related heading which matches with the given paragraph. So now what we are going to do, we are going to work on the practical aspect of both these techniques of matching headings. But before that, let me give you one more information. I have taken a paragraph which has 4.5 lines. Imagine a scenario that you have a paragraph which is like 4 lines or could be 10 lines. In that case, how will you decide which are the first few lines you are going to read? Okay. In a scenario, I'm just making some boxes. This is the length of one paragraph. This is the length of another paragraph. This is the length of another paragraph. So what you can do, if a paragraph is really short, you can just read one line and one line from top and down. If the paragraph is bit long, read two lines, and if it's really long, you can just read 3 lines and 3 lines. So without any delay, let's look at solving these type of questions. So now moving on to the slideshow.
So let's do these matching headings, and I have taken this passage from IELTS 15. The book is IELTS 15 and it is from test 3 and it's passage 2. So if you see on one side you have the list of headings, and then on the other hand you have the passage which has certain paragraphs in it, but you don't find the same in the book. However, I have put it into a slide, and that's how you can see your headings and the paragraphs all together. So using the first way, which is elimination. If you remember elimination, I said that we have to read the paragraph. So what we are going to do is, let's imagine that, okay, let's take up that we are going to read this paragraph. Why I'm taking this? Because I also said in the same video that it's not important or it's not necessary that we have to read the paragraphs in the right order. Example, I don't have to always start with A. So I'm going to read D, and we are going to use the elimination method. Elimination method, I have taught that you have to read the paragraph, but it should be a quick reading, kind of skimming. Understand what the paragraph is saying, and then go to the headings, and then in the headings, one by one heading we will read on, and then we will see which is the most appropriate heading based on what was mentioned in the paragraph and what was not mentioned. So moving to paragraph D, a quick reading I will be doing for this. A recent analysis found that at least two-thirds of the world's population lives with severe water scarcity. So there are certain words which you feel that, okay, they are kind of relevant or they can work as your keywords. So mark them. Two-third population, water scarcity, a month every year. Jensen. So you will say, oh, who is Jensen? Just say that's a name, okay? Janssen says that by 2030, half of the world's population will be living with water stress, where the demand exceeds the supply over a certain period of time. It is really important that a sustainable solution is brought to the market that is able to help these people, he says. They are talking about sustainable solution. Many countries don't have the money for desalination plants, which are maintenance intensive. So these, okay, which are very expensive. They don't have the money to operate them. They are very maintenance intensive. They don't have the money to buy the diesel to run them. So it's really bad situation. So here, actually, this paragraph is actually about talking about scarcity of water, then how the people don't have the money to actually purchase it, to maintain it, and to run it on a diesel. So now I'm going to read the headings. Getting the finance for production. So I will be questioning myself and asking, okay, was there any mention about production, or was there any mention about getting the finance for production? Actually, no. An unexpected benefit. There was no mention about benefit. From initial inspiration to new product. Actually, in this paragraph, I do not find that there was any initial inspiration and new product. What was majorly stressed upon the half of the paragraph is specifically talking about water scarcity. A range of potential customers, no mention about customers. What makes the device different from the alternatives? There is no mention about alternatives. Cleaning water from the range of sources, though there is mention about cleaning of water. They are mentioning about desalination plants, but yes, no mention about range of sources from where the water is coming. Overcoming production difficulties, there was no mention about production itself, that they are producing, or they want to, filter the water or purify the water in a huge quantity. So no mention about production. Profit, not the primary goal, obviously, no mention about profit. A warm welcome for the device, not really. It's being mentioned that people actually cannot afford the device. The number of people affected by water shortages. Oh, yes, there is a clear mention of this particular heading. The number of people affected by water shortages. I think it's not so clear. So let me just erase this and put another highlighter that makes it clearly visible. The number of people affected by water shortages. And I think if you read the line, at least two-thirds of the world's population, water scarcity. Scarcity is actually shortage, water is wattage, water over there. And the number of people is actually two-thirds, which is clearly mentioned in the paragraph. I think I should better remove the other highlights and highlight everything, the related part that actually matches with the heading with the yellow highlighter. So this is and severe water scarcity, world populations. These lines are a clear match with this. So for D, 10th is the right heading. Now moving on to one more paragraph so that you understand it better. Let's read C. The desalinator can produce 15 liters of drinking water. So it is showing how much it can produce, enough to sustain a family, which is more than enough for cooking and drinking. its main selling point is that unlike standard desalination technique, unlike means it is not like other desalination is like RO system in a normal term. It does not require a generated power supply. So this, the system that he has made, the machine that he has made, it does not need a power supply and it just runs on sunlight. It measures 120 centimeter. They are telling about the measurement. It is easy to transport thanks to its two wheels. Water enters through a pipe, flows as a thin film between the sheet of double glazing and the surface of a solar panel where it is heated by the sun. The warm water flows into a big boiler where it is converted to steam. When the steam cools, it becomes distilled water. The device has a very simple filter to trap particles, and this can easily be shaken to remove them. There are two tubes for liquid coming out. Actually, from here to here, they're actually explaining the production. What is the process of purification of water? Whereas these lines tell me that it is different from the other RO techniques that are available. The others are using the power, electricity, whereas it is only working on sunlight. Now let's go to the headings. Getting the finance for production, no mention about finance. This is wrong. Unexpected benefit. There was, I think there is no mention about any benefit. Are you like, kind of a profit or something? No. And that too unexpected, no. From initial product to new product, there is no mention about initial product. The range of potential customers, no mention about customers actually. What makes the device different from alternatives? Yes, because this line, its main selling point is that unlike standard desalination techniques, it does not require a generated power supply, it just needs sunlight. So what makes the device different from alternatives? That it only uses sunlight and does not use the power supply. Okay, so let me just again first erase so that you can understand it better. And I'm going to highlight only that part, which is actually the line that helps you to get to the right heading. Okay, so what we have done so far for paragraph C and D, we have used the elimination method. The second method that I have taught you is first few lines on the top and first few lines below. So let's look at that now. Oh, sorry, I need to erase. So I'm erasing all this. Now using the first two and the last two lines technique, we still have paragraph B. So we are going to read paragraph B. Here I have also told you that you need to look at the length of the paragraph. Example, if this is the length of the paragraph, so try to read 3 lines up and 3 lines down. Whereas if you have the A as the paragraph, you can just read 2 lines here and 2 lines here. So it entirely depends upon the length of the paragraph. So if I have to do B, the desalinator operates as a mobile desalination unit that can take water from different places, such as the sea, rivers, boreholes, rain, and purify it for human consumption. So it is telling that from where it takes the water and then what it does, it purifies it for the human consumption. The last lines, if I have to read, is I was confronted with the enormous carbon footprint that the Gulf nations have because of all of the desalination that they do. He says, so now he's referring to the Gulf nations and they are actually producing a lot of carbon footprint. So first few top lines and below lines, and now I move to the headings. Getting the finance for production, no mention. An unexpected benefit, no. Initial product to new product, no. The range of potential customers for the device, no. What makes the device different? We have already done that, so you can mark it. Cleaning water from a range of sources. Yes, this is the right answer. Let's look at it again. The desalinator operates as a mobile destination unit that take water from different places. Now, these are your range of sources. Your sea, rivers, boreholes, rain, they take it And what does it do? Cleaning water. It's written and purify it. So the top two lines and the below two lines may give you the right heading. So B is, the right answer is cleaning water from the range of sources. So we actually mark 6th, we mark 5th, and we mark 10th as we have already taken them. We'll do one more example for the first few and the last few lines to read so that you understand this way better. So let's look at the paragraph A. Traveling around Thailand in the 1990s. So they're referring to past here. William Jensen was impressed with the basic rooftop solar heating system that were on many homes. So he was impressed with heating system on many homes. Okay. 2 decades later, developed the basic idea he saw in Southeast Asia into a portable device that uses the power from the sun to purify. So, when you read the first two, actually, we have read the entire paragraph. When you read the beginning line, it is showing that he was in Thailand and he saw a water heating or he saw a heating system on many homes. And then, after 2 decades, he developed his own device using that solar energy to purify the water. So, the right answer is again go with the each heading. No mention about finance, unexpected benefit, no. Initial product to new product. This is the right heading. Why initial? Because here they were referring to 1990, his visit in Thailand, and new product is his device. So this is how you can use the first two and the last two lines.
So I hope these techniques are really helpful for you. If you are facing any problem, do comment in the comment box. I'll surely help you out. And if you're looking for live online classes for your entire IELTS, do get in touch with the below mentioned number.